What is up, guys? Welcome back to the DVD Collector. Alright, guys, so first of all, Happy New Year's. Welcome to 2025. And with that being a new year, I hope you guys are all safe, happy, and I hope you have an awesome, just healthy, awesome new year with good fortune. So I guess going with that, right? It is the new year, and I've had a lot of time to reflect and think about this previous year that we had, 2024, which was a pretty good year for me at least. There were some ups and downs, but for the most part, it was pretty good. So I just want to go over the movies that I purchased in 2024. This is kind of a way for me to keep, kind of audit and see what I've been spending my money on. So keep myself, accountable for what I am buying for movies. 2024 was a year of curating. This was a year for me to really narrow down what I want for my collection, and I actually had a wish list. So for my wish list this year, it's pretty random, but I had Cars 2, believe it or not, because I had one, and I think I had the other, three, but we just weren't really able to find Cars 2 anywhere, and so I did end up buying that. I was also looking for Spy Kids 2. I didn't find it. That was just, nostalgic for me and my wife. I did find Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke, Nice Dreams. I did find that. Actually, no, just Up in Smoke, not Nice Dreams. Nice Dreams is still on my list. I was unable to find that one. Sometimes they come in a multiple 2-pack, but this year it was hard to find one of those, so I found just Up in Smoke alone. Hunger Games, Battle of Snakes and Songbirds, that was on my list, but it was really expensive. It was like $30 on 4K when it first came out. So I did end up purchasing that, and we'll talk more about what I paid for that as well. Dune Part 2, that's another one that I did end up getting. And then Blood Diamond on Blu-ray. Okay, so let's actually get into the list. So those are my wish list movies, and I pretty much got all of them except for, except for two movies. So here we go. The first movie that I did purchase was Talk to Me. Talk to Me is a really good movie, and I ended up picking up for only $13. Now, I did see the movie before I purchased it, and I said I have to have this in my collection. It's just such a different, awesome horror movie. So I did purchase that for $13 on, I believe it was Amazon. Now, we also had Sleepaway Camp. I watched Sleepaway Camp for the first time in my life. I didn't even know about it, honestly, until 2024. I ended up watching it, and I ended up needing to purchase it on Blu-ray. So I do have Sleepaway Camp, and I bought that for $13, believe it or not. But it's a Scream Factory, copy, so it's cool. Cars 3. I picked up Cars 3 on Blu-ray for $6. A little more than I wanted to spend, but we were on a Cars binge, so I ended up picking that up for $6. I also purchased The Book of Eli on Blu-ray. The Book of Eli ran me $1.50. Not bad. Picked that up at my local Salvation Army thrift store. Maze Runner Scorch Trials. This is a really good movie. I like the first one. Can't beat the first one in my opinion. I did pick that up for $1.50 at my local Salvation Army. I also picked up Prometheus on Blu-ray. I did have Prometheus on DVD, but it's just such a weird, interesting sci-fi movie that I needed to have it on Blu-ray. And it was like the special edition one, so it's got all these extra discs that you really don't even need, but it's just really cool to have. And for $1.50, it was worth the upgrade. I then purchased Twister for $8. $8. And it was a Blu-ray with the glow-in-the-dark cover. So these movies are all kind of in there somewhere. I didn't want to take everything out since I have everything already kind of organized, but they all are back in the movie case, either behind me, which is mostly Blu-rays, and then I have my DVDs in the other movie case over there. Okay, Gangs of New York. This is a really good movie. I hadn't seen it in a long time. I picked Gangs of New York up for $1.50. That's with Leonardo DiCaprio and Daniel Day-Lewis. It's a really good movie if you've never seen that. It's got other awesome actors and actresses in it. That's an oldie, but it's a good one. Almost Famous. Believe it or not. This is a movie I saw when I was back in high school. I thought it was such a good movie about the 70s and rock and roll and stuff like that. I picked that up for $1.50. Almost Famous. Now, I picked up this next movie for my wife. I grew up kind of watching it here and there, but it wasn't like one of my favorite movies, but now I love it, and that's Aristocats. Picked up Aristocats for $2. Got that at my other local Salvation Army thrift store, the one that's a little further away. I also bought, the same day, I bought a Goofy movie for $2. Now, that's a movie I grew up on. a Goofy movie. Love it so much. The next one is there was a lot of movies. I didn't take down each and every individual movie, so this is where I kind of screwed up my list, and I never went back and fixed it. But I did buy Joe Dirt, and it came with like Master of Disguise, Deuce Bigalow, European Gigolo, and something else. It was just like a 4-pack of movies, and then I bought like a couple other movies with that. But I did. It was nothing like crazy. They were kind of obscure and not that good. So I bought Joe Dirt and those other movies for $11.11. I think Joe Dirt I only paid $1.50. It came with 4 movies. I need to figure out what I got, and if I do, I will put that in the description below. Sorry about that one, guys. I screwed that up. Cars 2. I did end up getting Cars 2, yes. Cars 2 was $1.99. I might have said that I didn't get Cars 2, but I did. Yeah, I did get Cars 2. So that was $1.99, $2. And I picked that up at Savers. The next one, which I was looking for a long time, and I finally got that, and it felt so good to get it after being on the hunt. And I could have easily spent $10, maybe $11 on Mercari or Amazon or somewhere like that, and could have got the movie I wanted, but I ended up waiting, and I paid $1.50 for Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke. What a classic. Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke, $1.50, guys. What a great movie. And I think that movie was going for like $8, $9, $10 on DVD on like eBay and Mercari. Used. Excuse me. And then, what do we got here? Now we have Hunger Games, Ballad of Snakes and Songbirds, jeez. I got that one on Blu-ray. So I didn't go with the 4K, but I did get it on Blu-ray for $14.97. I just didn't really see it come down in pricing for a while, and I wanted to rewatch it. So, and my wife never saw it. I did. I saw it in theaters. I thought it was really good. I'm a big Hunger Games fan, so I got the Hunger Games Ballad of Snakes and Songbirds for $14.97. Okay, moving on. Dune Part 2, 4K. This one was on my list forever, dude. Once I saw this movie, I had to have it on 4K because I have the first one on 4K. I couldn't skimp out and just get the Blu-ray. I got the 4K Ultra HD for $12.99. One thing to note. My cat Pepper has one thing to note. Okay, so the biggest thing is I'm noticing these 4Ks used to come with Blu-rays. That's not the case. Some of them might still, I don't know, but this one did not. It came with just the 4K disc, and it came with the digital code, so it didn't come with all 3. So that was a little disappointing. I knew this buying it, though. But I do like to have the Blu-ray as well, if possible. Moving on. Chronicles of Riddick. I bought this like 3 days ago. So right before the new year, I got Chronicles of Riddick right here on Blu-ray. 2 movies, Pitch Black and the Chronicles of Riddick. So this is the collection. I'm sorry. This is the collection. $1. 50 cents a movie. Got that at my local Salvation Army. I also got Maze Runner, The Death Curse. Or Death Cure, what am I saying? The Death Cure. $1. I might not know how to pronounce the titles of some of these movies because I am just not paying attention. But that is The Death Cure. Okay. Insidious Chapter 2. And this is how I ended the year with these 3 movies. I bought them all at once at my local Salvation Army, right down the street, for $1. Insidious 2. Chapter 2. Jeez. All right. So that's it, guys. That's a wrap. That's kind of, what I got this year. And that's it. I might have missed a couple of them. Like, I definitely know I messed up some of them. So I did all the math earlier of everything that I do have, everything I have paid attention to. I spent like $97, I think almost $98 all said and done. So under $100, give or take, because, like I had to, definitely more, because I had to spend some taxes on some of them, and then others I didn't have to, which was good. But that is it. That's it, guys. I spent around $100. I'd probably say maybe 120 at most if I forgot some stuff. And that's not bad for a year. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's cheaper than paying for streaming, and I don't really have any streaming services besides Amazon Prime. Oh, now I got Hulu because my wife got Hulu for like really cheap. But yeah, and Netflix. So that's it. That's it. So with that, I want to say again, Happy New Year. Wish you guys all the best. And I hope you guys are still enjoying the videos. I don't put out as many as I used to. It's just getting harder and harder to find, good deals on physical media in person. So most of my, a lot of my content has kind of gone down the drain. So I'm gonna have to figure out some new stuff to do to make you guys happy and make myself happy, I guess, because I do this, one, for me, because I like to collect movies and I like to see what I'm getting, and I like to go out and film things and make videos. Two, I like to share it for you guys. Well, I know a lot of you guys might live in areas that don't have stores like, the Salvation Army, or you might not even have a Target nearby, you know what I mean? So even though we can't go to Target anymore, or Big Lots is over too. So, yeah, that's, it's definitely a developing thing, but yeah, if you guys still like the videos, if you give me a thumbs up, that'd be great. And if you could subscribe, that'd be even better. What do you think, Pepper? You think so too? All right, guys, we'll see you next time.